what is maybe driving the move towards more efficient pneumatic systems? Is it simply that, wanting to reduce the impact on the environment, or are there other drivers for the creation of more efficient systems?
Well, certainly reducing the impact on the environment is a big driver. Many of the larger companies in the world have published a target already. They have a goal to be carbon neutral in another 5 or 7 or 10 years, or to reduce their carbon footprint by a certain percentage each year. So that's part of it. And compressed air is a good target for that because in most factories, 20% of the electrical power consumed goes to compressing air. And to be honest, the efficiencies of those systems are not great. So there's plenty of room for improvement. So that part is driving it, and of course operational costs as well, and reducing the cost of air per item or item produced or pound produced is everyone loves to reduce their operational costs or their expenses as well. So that's certainly another piece of it.
Mhm. Right. Okay. And you were talking kind of near the end of your presentation about, maybe smarter systems to kind of
Mhm.
help monitor and for maintenance. Do you see the industry moving more towards those types of systems? Or, is it still kind of early stages, or how are you seeing that
I
progress?
think we're moving that way. I have we're starting to see more consideration when factories are buying new equipment, more consideration for total cost of ownership. I think we still have some work to do there because traditionally a capital equipment buyer has only been concerned about the price to make the produce whatever is required in the short amount of time, right? If the need is for a machine that does 180 items per minute, let's buy the least expensive machine that can do that. And there typically hasn't been consideration for what will it cost to run that machine. That's has traditionally been someone else's department. And so we're starting to see that more, but that requires a lot of collaboration within the organization and requires collaboration with people like us that are component suppliers and the designers and builders of the new equipment. So it's slowly moving in that direction, but it still takes some effort to get all the right people around the table when you're starting to consider these things.
Right. All right. And so, what maybe, if there are any further technological developments or maybe industry initiatives, do you maybe see that are still needed to continue improving the efficiency of pneumatic systems?
Well, I think that the monitoring is certainly moving us in that direction because, and that's actually a little bit of a difficult thing, right? Because monitoring directly doesn't save any energy, right? But it gives you the data to make the decisions or to make the changes that you need to save
Mhm.
energy. So I think we're going to see increased monitoring, and I think we're going to see requirements for that the basics will need to be covered as far as the key process variables that should be monitored. So I think we're starting to see that. Um, I think the future is a bit open too. I mean, pneumatic technology is a fairly mature industry, and I think we haven't really, put as much of an effort into seeing what's next. So I think if we put some engineering time and some thought into this, there may be things that I am not aware of that will be the next best thing. So and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Great. Great. Well, thank you so much for the great presentation again, and to all our viewers for joining us today.